Two things. Blood lunge. The tick. This one. It ticks from a lot of places, right? Nope. Yeah, it ticks from back 3. Ticks from standing 1. Okay. Ticks from down 1. Ticks from 4 to 1. Ticks from standing 2. It ticks from so many goddamn places. And it's, how fast is it? 17 frames? Oh, it's gonna be extremely difficult to react to. Okay, but at least, right, it ticks from places where if you guess wrong, and let's say he does this, it's just an attack. It's like a one-hit thing, it's not a full combo. I'm gonna say that this tick, it carries a little bit because it ticks from many places and it looks like back 2. I know, like, this is technically fuzzyable because this is so slow compared to this, but the animation looks so similar, it's really difficult, especially online. Alright, so there's that. And then there's the leg kebab. This is safe. Oh my god. Okay, so let's say he does something like overhead, alright? So that's one mix, or he does this. Okay, so what are the frames for the overhead? 20. What are the frames for this? It's 18. It's unreactable. Both of them are safe. And then there's a crushing blow. What's a crushing blow? Triggers if opponent is stand blocking. Right, okay. So you see what I did here? So she blocked the rest, but she blocked high at the end. And the thing that makes this kind of fair is that it only triggers if you do it raw like this. Let's say they're blocking high from here, and then you get it. 200 damage with some chip at the end. It's not bad. The damage is fine, but it doesn't work if the player is in block stun. So it doesn't work in a 50-50 scenario. So you do this. See? It doesn't work. So at least there's that. That is fair in that way. So that's it for Baraka, I think. There's a little bit of carriness. Level of carriness is like probably normal, maybe low even. Alright, but the 4-2. This fucking attack, 25 frames. This will open you up online, especially if you're from this distance, right? Where you know, shit, the low might be coming. This is 13 frames, it's fast as hell. And it's minus 17, but like, it's difficult to punish, man. Minus 17 from here, you need a reversal to punish this. Anyways, she's here. You're like, or even here, and she does this. Like, this is telegraph. Online, this is not going to open you up. Offline, this will open you up. So this carries, in my opinion, a little bit. And then you have this travesty, the mix-up, the mixing Sindel, alright? Either the low or this shit. 21 frames for the hair whip and 19 frames for the low. Unreactable. Only 2 frames to react. It's unreactable. I mean, it's hard to say. So it's okay. It should be reactable because the animations are so completely different, but the speed is the same. So you really have to be careful. You technically have to block low, and as soon as you see her doing this, then you rise. But the problem is that online, this will catch you. It's very difficult. It's not impossible, but it will catch you. Anyway, so that's another bullshit thing. At least with this, I mean, I'm gonna say it carries like. It carries if you play the first match of Combat League and you don't know how your opponent plays, and then he starts to mix. And then you're like, holy shit, right? But once you get used to this, the 2 options that she has are unsafe. So if you guess right, because it's a guess for both of you, then you're going to get a full punish. So I'm not going to say this carries, it's just like a 50-50. I'm just going to say it's an annoyance. What I think carries is this fucking attack. Oh, and the goddamn scream. The scream crushing blow that leads to a full combo damage. Right, this thing here, it's a mid, the range, and there's a crushing blow that leads to full combo damage. Okay. Plus, like, when you do things like this, so minus 13, but you're still in range for this, so if someone runs at you, whoops, let's say they run at you, you scream in their face, you get a crushing blow. Or if they're really aggressive, you take a step back, and you scream, oh my god, I still got him. So yeah, Sindel carries, fucking Sindel players. Carries online, not offline, which is why you never see her offline. Alright. This bitch does not carry. Terrible frame data. Her ticks from like down 1, I think, only. Yeah, maybe from the other pokes as well, I don't remember, but what a terrible character, unfortunately. I was looking forward to Melina and she ended up sucking, but okay. This bitch does not carry, and I know people are going to be really pissed at this. She does not carry because she takes skills and mind games to play. She takes techniques. Even though she resets neutral with deadly winds, with no bar, it's just a free reset. There are ways to punish this with anything that's 7 frames, a poke, or anything that's 6 frames, another poke, right? But then, of course, there's the rock. But the rock amp, you can interrupt the amp. There's a poke gap in the rock amp. And when she does Deadly Wind, then you're in neutral. She's -5, I think. Of course, it's where she wants to be, but you still have options. And then there's a mind game. After the Deadly Winds, is she going to neutral jump? Is she going to backdash? Is she going to front dash? It takes skills to play her. I'm going to say, though, that where she does carry is when she zones. When she zones, it does carry because she frame traps you from full screen. And if you have someone like, I mean, who is terrible at getting zoned, like Jackie, you're going to get smacked. Right? So I'm gonna say she doesn't carry when you play her in the neutral like Dragon plays her. Of course there are skills and mind games with zoning, but man, getting frame trap from full screen, it's not brain dead, but I mean it's very difficult if you're someone who has no tools to answer that. And the pushback on zoning with Cetrion is so good that it's very hard to come in, and by the time you came in, now you've taken all this chip damage, and she's as good as she is full screen as in front of you. So she's a very strong character, but she takes intelligence and skills to play. She carries a little bit when it comes to zoning, but I think she is generally someone that you need skills to play. All right, this is why you don't see the scrubs like the Sub-Zero players picking her. Plus the mind game with her is like backdashing and stuff, using your staggers, your good frames to backdash. And yes, of course, the frames are good, but it's not like quasi-unreactable like the back one from Shiva, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that because she's one of my mains. That's just how I honestly feel. This guy doesn't carry. He's good, but he's high execution, and it takes a lot of work for him to be good. This guy does not carry. He's actually not very good in my opinion. He's very high execution as well, but does not really carry. So if we recap what I said, and you can disagree with me, this is just my opinion. This is not science, all right? You might disagree with my analysis. You might think I'm an asshole. You may tell me, and I'm sure some will. This guy doesn't carry. Doesn't carry. Does not carry. Does not carry. Does not really carry. Okay, yeah, does not carry. Does not carry, does not really carry, a little bit. Does not carry, carries, does not carry. Carries, does not carry, carries a little tiny bit. Carries a bit, does not carry, carries very hard. Does not carry, although there's 4-4, I didn't talk about that, but the 4-4 opens people up online, even though you blocked it because it's online. But anyways, does not carry. Carries a tiny little bit when you use mix-ups. Can be really annoying. Carries with a back 1, does not carry. Does not carry. Carries with a back 3, doesn't carry. Doesn't carry. Carries with all this fucking crazy mix-ups online, but only online. Doesn't carry. Although you could say that the jump 1 does carry. We're going to change it. I said does not carry, but we're going to say that the jumping attack carries her a little bit. So again, this is not like it does the whole character carry. It's more of a does one attack or more carry is what this video is about. I'm going to say jump in 1 carries a little bit. Carried by his command grab a little bit, not too hard. Carried by the stomp. Carried a little bit by the back 1. Carried by the forward 4 a little bit. And he has some unreactable stuff with his command grabs, but I mean, that's just command grabs. No, that's how command grabs work. They're all highs, and he takes a lot of risks. So I'm going to say, we're just going to say carries a bit by his forward 4. Carries a little bit by his unreactable 50-50s, but only when he's up close, not far. When he's far, he struggles. Doesn't carry, takes skills. Doesn't carry, even though he has an amazing command grab, that's a mid, but it doesn't tick from many things. I don't recall. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Fucking carries with a forward 2 and the scream. No, I didn't mention the forward 4, but the forward 4 also carries. Doesn't carry, she sucks. Doesn't carry, takes skills to play. Doesn't carry, takes a lot of skills to play. Doesn't carry, is not very good. That's my opinion, guys. I cannot wait for you guys to tell me how much of an idiot I am for my opinion. Alright, guys, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I wanted this to be like a 10-minute video. It ended up being an hour, so hit that subscribe button. Alright, peace.